Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fix your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.
Hi guys, it's Janet. I'm getting ready to take a walk, and I thought I'd have you come along with me and learn a little bit more about just me, where I came from and that type of thing, my history, a little bit, I guess. Come and watch. Anyway, let me tell you about me. I'm an Air Force brat, born in Bangor, Maine. I'm one of 6. I'm number 5. There's four sisters and a brother to me. So that makes 6. And we moved from Maine to Roswell. I was only 4. Started kindergarten in Roswell. We were only there for 6 months. Closed down the base. Went up to South Dakota. Went to another kindergarten up there. My poor sisters changed high schools 3 times in 1 year. So we're kind of spread out as far as the kids. But, then my dad retired Air Force as a major. Okay. It's nice and warm. Anyway, South Dakota. That's where I got my ears tested, and they were thinking because I wasn't talking right, I had a hearing problem. No, what they found was they were supposed to clip my tongue underneath, and that's why I can't say certain words. And anyway, my mom said, nope, we'll just work with it. So that's why I can't say certain words. And when I'm tired, it shows. But anyway, from South Dakota, I went to Albuquerque. That's where I started playing the viola, actually, 3rd grade. And they actually want to skip me a grade because I was advanced to the kids in 3rd grade in Albuquerque. My mom said no. So I got to do librarian helper. I got, when I finished my work, I was hall monitor. I was, doing cross guard, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I got to do all this extra stuff because I was more advanced, I guess. So they said. And, teaching little kids origami and, whatever. But let me show you where I'm going. And that, see, all the way around the park. They take their little four-wheelers out here, and they go all the way around. The burros hang out here, and the horses. But I love it here. Anyway. All right. So I did all that stuff in 3rd, 4th, 5th. There wasn't that many athletic things to do. You just had PE. But 6th grade, man, I was all into it. Started in orchestra there. Tried out for a symphony. Got into that. I was playing viola and violin, mostly viola. I still have that viola. And not that I can play it now, but let's see, Albuquerque for 5 years. Mom and Dad divorced. Mom met this creepy stepdad. They got married and we moved to Carlsbad, New Mexico. The other kids were long gone. 2 oldest sisters and brother. And my sister Nancy and me and Debbie, those last 3 girls, all went to Carlsbad. Yeah, 12 years there. Did odd jobs. I mean, even in Albuquerque, I started mowing lawns for money and stuff. But it wasn't easy. Yeah, had not much money, so I cleaned cages and stuff like that for my grandmother. She lived off of Rio Grande in Albuquerque. Mowed lawns, collected bottles, newspapers for the cages. Used to clean cages, chinchilla cages. Did whatever I could for extra money. I was in choir too, in 8th grade. As soon as we got to Carlsbad, my stepdad had a buddy that owned a shop that did pool tables, pinball machines, and jukeboxes. So I helped file records, clean machines, cover pool tables, a little extra money there. And as soon as I was able to get my driver's license, 14, I was working at Dairy Queen. My sister had a little Volkswagen, 61 Volkswagen, taught me how to drive on that thing. Worked it out where, you know, I worked at Dairy Queen, worked at the Elks, bus boy, busting tables, bus girl, I don't know, that kind of stuff. Just trying to make some money. Mom wasn't making much. My stepdad didn't work much. So if I needed anything, I pretty much had to buy it myself. So, and you know, even in Carlsbad, I worked in the cafeteria for lunches, stuff like that. It's just, it was tough back then. But, I met my husband, first husband, in 8th grade. By the time I was 16, my mom moved. I was on my own living with one of her friends, dating my husband. Found out I was pregnant. I was 17 by then. But even with birth control, I was on birth control, believe it or not, faithfully. I guess didn't work. And lost that baby when my dad went into coma that night. Worked at Dairy Queen. But ended up, got married. My mom moved back to Carlsbad. I got married when I was 17. Ended up pregnant right away, even on birth control. But had a beautiful baby girl. Yeah. And then in 82, I had another baby girl. Beautiful girl. Both beautiful girls. Got a little house. My husband and I worked on it to double the size of it. He had a lot of family there. Well, we ended up divorced before the house was done. And me with 2 little girls. Single mom. It was tough. But anyway, it was a trying time. I was working for Safeway. Started in the meat market. Yeah, single mom. You know, it's tough. And then I got myself a mobile home. Moved to Arlington. And working for Safeway. I worked like 2 minutes away, which is convenient because I got all the extra time when people called in sick. And my mom moved in with me. She was watching the kids. That was working out pretty good. until I fell in love with my neighbor. Right. Oh, so I thought. Oh, actually went to San Francisco. Yeah, we went to San Francisco because he was in the Navy. He got deployed to Alameda. So we lived in Pittsburgh and Antioch till we got into the Concord Weapons Station. Went out to Florida. That marriage lasted 4 years. He took off, didn't know where he went, and lost 2 houses in 1 week. And then I went back to Dallas. I started working for a grocery chain there called Minyards. Got all the way up to assistant manager there. My sister started working there too, and we were living together. She came down from New York, you know. I had, you know, the kids were going back and forth visiting their dad in Carlsbad. And you know, it was weird because I was single mom, and my sister and I both working for the same company, and things were going okay. I was getting caught up. I was still, you know, supposedly married, but had a work associate set up a blind date for me and his roommate, and that's now my 3rd husband, and we've been 29 years, and we've worked hard together. I quit working at grocery store, helped him with his wallpaper business, which was booming. I mean, he was in demand. He's good. He can do some stuff. And then we moved to Wiley, bought a house there, Wiley, Texas, right north of Dallas, together, and worked in the wallpaper business like crazy. And then we were looking to move. We were looking at stuff in New Orleans. We loved New Orleans. We went to Mardi Gras every year, and looked at property there. We had several houses we looked at. We were packed up, ready to go. Got a call from his mom and dad, which had moved to Las Vegas. They had just bought a house and said, come and take a look. If you want it, we'll let you have it at that price, the price we bought it. Otherwise, he was going to flip it. His dad built custom homes in the Plano, Dallas area, high-end homes. And they were going to retire to Vegas. His dad found a deal we couldn't pass up. So instead of going to New Orleans to meet the realtor, we came to Vegas. And that's how we got to Vegas. That little house, we fixed it up, lived in it, ended up renting it out. We were working for the Painters Union wallpaper, working like crazy. Ended up going into trucking when everything fell through, when everybody was losing their jobs. Went to school for trucking. Started truck driving, made some really good money there. Our truck wasn't compliant for California, and to buy a new one is going to be outrageous. And so we said, okay, let's find something else to do. By then we had already bought another house because we made enough money trucking. We bought a huge house, and that's the one we just sold, you know, in order to go on the RV. But I don't know, it's been crazy life. Decided to start the YouTube because with all the travels that we've done, we really enjoyed like New Orleans or going to Tombstone or, you know, Western history, that type of thing. It's been so much that we've seen and never got to really enjoy. And we thought, okay, let's do YouTube. Sounds like it'd be fun. You know, fun and, you know, places to see and share it with everybody. And, you know, it's like But his dad said, you know, you ought to write a book with all this stuff that we've done and the Western stuff, the history. And, you know, he said that before he passed. And, you know, YouTube is another form. It's a lot of fun. A lot of work. But, you know, to share it with you guys is pretty cool. You know, technology is pretty cool. And our family gets to see everything too, so that's neat. Well, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you could, please. And hit the little bell for notifications. We're posting all the time. And thanks to all our Patreons, man. They're awesome. We got some neat stuff going on there. Guys, thanks a lot.